Hello there everyone and welcome to J-Man Reviews. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be teaching some people how to work Twitter. Now it's very simple to use, especially if you are familiar to a social media website as Facebook. So when you first log on to Twitter, you're here at your homepage as shown up here. You have three main tabs up here. You have the home page, you have notifications, and you have messages. Your home page just shows what everybody has been tweeting recently. For example, this is a video NASA just posted about Greenland ice is melting faster than previously thought. Now, I say posted because I'm just used to Facebook, but in Twitter terms it's known as tweeting. 10 News recently tweeted Bay Area sandbag for Tropical Storm Erica. So, if you're in that area for the tropical storm, well, get ready. Now, as you continue to scroll down, you'll see more and more tweets that people put on their Twitter page. Now, to actually create a tweet, it's very simple. There's a big button in the top right-hand corner. It says Tweet. Also, right above all of your tweets that other people have put up, there's something that says what's happening. Now you simply just click on that and you type out I am tweeting for a video. Actually, I'm going to say for an instructional video. Very simple, and then I can actually say something like hashtag Twitter. Click on it. People create hashtags to follow along with similar topics. Like if you're going to be tweeting about Tropical Storm Erica, you're going to say hashtag TS Erica. Or if you like ice cream and you're posting about ice cream, you could say hashtag best summer ever, or hashtag ice cream, or hashtag whatever the name of the place that you went to was. Simple, and then you just click the tweet button. I can also do the same thing by clicking the button up here, and here it actually just gives me the whole page. So if you really want to focus on a tweet, you would go to this section. Now it's also very easy. As you notice, most people put photos and videos on their Twitter. So if you want to add anything like a picture or a video like most people do, all you'd have to do is open up your What's Happening page and click the Add Photos button right next to the Location button. And here on my computer it opens up Finder, so I can just scroll through it and click on Photos. I don't have many good photos that I want to post, but let's say I were to choose this one for my internship, and I could type up internship 2015. And I could tweet that, but I've already tweeted this before, so I'm not going to do that again. So let's say I messed up and I accidentally added a picture I don't want to put on the internet. Oh no. So there's a simple X button right here. Just click that X. And maybe I tweeted something I don't want to, I can just click that backspace button, and it was never there. Some people, if you really want to, let's say you went to your favorite froyo place, and you want to tell people, hey, I went to this awesome froyo place today. So you can tweet your location. Right next to your add photos, it says location disabled because I don't prefer to tweet where I am, especially if I'm not home. I don't want burglars coming at me. So I could just click locations are disabled right now, but I can simply enable it and go from there. So that's mainly your home page. There's a second sort of home page if you were to go up here to your profile. So I would simply click on my name and it brings up my Twitter profile. Here, if you're used to Facebook, this is known as the cover photo. Here, this is known as your profile picture. I can do something as simple as click on it to zoom in, or I view it, X out of it. When you first set up your Twitter, you will get an egg and you will get a blank cover photo. You can add that with whatever photos you like, whether it's on your phone or on your computer. So here it shows everything that I have tweeted. Now it shows I tend to tweet a lot of weather because that's what I'm into. Notice some of these are actually not tweeted by me, it's tweeted by someone else. I did something called retweet. Now, if you're used to Facebook, that's known as sharing. So I can go up to this one right here, Jim Van Fleet, he's a chief meteorologist for Ken News. I can actually click on his profile and view some of the things that he has had, but I don't need to do that. But let's say, maybe like on Facebook, you really like something. So you click the like button. Well, on Twitter, there's something known as a star, and it's called favorite. And that's similar to liking something, and it's going to show up on your Twitter page as something that you favorited. So let's say I want to retweet this. So I would simply click that button, and I can add a comment if I want to, but I don't want to, so I'm just going to hit the retweet button. And if I go scroll back up to my home page, click on it, and it shows Jordan Fraser retweeted, and it shows this. So anyone who is currently following me is going to get this picture and this dialogue on their homepage. So if I found a hilarious video and I want to share it, I just retweet it. Because someone has already tweeted it, you're just retweeting. Very simple. There's also a reply button, which is also known as commenting if you're used to Facebook. So it's very simple, very easy to use, very user-friendly, I should say. You have the reply, which is make a comment. You have retweet, which is share. And you have favorite, which is similar to like. So very simple, very easy to use. Now, let's say I'm following people. I've been saying that a lot lately. What does that mean? Well, if you're used to Facebook, you're used to being friends with people. On Twitter, you don't have friends. Sorry if that offends you, but you don't have friends on Twitter. You have followers. If you want to see what someone is posting, you would follow them. Right now, it shows I'm following 103 people at the time I have this video. This shows the latest people that I have been following. So all I do, I can simply look up the person by saying search Twitter. And it's simple as that. I also have followers. So people who are following me and my tweets. I have less people following me than I'm following. But you can also do it vice versa. You can follow someone, but they don't have to follow you. It's like, it's not necessarily like a friend request, because for a friend request on Facebook, both of you have to agree. On here, you both don't have to agree, or if not, you can just unfollow them at any time. So that's basically your home page and your main profile on Twitter. Now up here next to the home page, there's the notifications. Now you were to click on that, and that's simply just like Facebook notifications. It shows all your notifications, something as simple as someone favorited your tweet, someone retweeted my tweet, and on here it says my contact is now on Twitter. So if someone I knows that is in my contacts, which is hooked up to my phone or my contacts on my Mac, Twitter will send me a notification saying, hey, someone you have in your contacts list just joined Twitter. Why don't you go and follow them? You can or you cannot, depending on if you like that person, but I assume if they're in your contacts, you're more than likely to like them. That's about it for notifications. It's just telling you what's the news. There's a third tab up here called Messages. I currently don't have Messages set up, but if you're used to Facebook, it is just like Facebook Messages, where all you have to do is you would privately send someone a message rather than tweet it out to everyone you know. You might know this back in the olden days of 2005. No, I'm just kidding. As direct messaging. So I can set it up and I can send private chat or private talk. Some people might know this as like just simply chatting or texting each other. It's something you would do through the internet So if you have someone that is not in your contacts list, but you do follow them on Twitter, you say, hey, I heard this great story, you gotta check it out. So you would just do that. I personally don't want to set it up because everyone I know on Twitter is on my Facebook page, where the messaging for me, I just do that instead because more people have a Facebook than they do Twitter. But basically that's it. Twitter is just very simple, very user-friendly. Let's go over all this. You have the home page, which shows you all tweets. You can simply tweet by hitting what's happening, add a picture, add a location, or the big right button up here that says tweet. You can click over here by your profile and get all your retweets, all your favorites, show how many people are following, or how many you are following, and how many are followers. You have the notifications, which tells you everything from contacts knowing you to people favoriting or retweeting your posts or tweets, and you have messages. So basically that's it for the desktop version, and I'm going to show you the mobile version to show you just how much easier that is. Using the mobile version tends to be easier than the desktop version just because mobile apps tend to keep these applications a lot more user-friendly and a lot more compact and easy to use if you're on a small screen smaller screen such as like an iPad or an iPhone or an Android device, whichever you prefer. So up here I have my Twitter app. It shows a bird. It's tweeting. I don't know what it does, but so simple, easy to use. You have your main three things. You have your home page, which shows everything you have tweeted, or not everything you've tweeted, but everything people have tweeted, and you can start scrolling, looking through what other people have tweeted, like, ooh, I might like that one, you might favorite it, you might retweet it, here's my tweet about making an instructional video. So a lot easier. If I were to search for something, I would just go up into the magnifying glass up here, and I can search Twitter, and I can just simply type it out on the keyboard. Now to make a tweet, there's one icon up here. It shows a feather, like an old-fashioned feather you would use with an ink jar, and I would just go up here, I'll click on it, and it says the similar what's happening, and I would just type out what's happening. Here it shows a picture icon, so I can click on that and add a picture, or the next thing next to it is the location icon. Now one thing I did forget in the desktop version, but for all tweets you ever make on Twitter, they have to be less than 140 characters. There's a number down here that tells you how many characters you have less. That's to keep everything less cluttered so you don't have people going on rants anymore. That's not a thing unless they make a video on Twitter about it, which tends to be very rare. No one cares. So I can tweet from here, but it has to be, again, less than 140 characters. Most people can get the word out of whatever's going on in 140 characters or less. Now the next thing you have is your notifications. Again, it has your contacts, your favorite tweets, your retweets, anything, even comments can actually be on here, or it tells you like how many people you have are now following you. And then there's a third one that is not messaging. Messaging is not available on the mobile version, but you have a me. And just like on the home page in the desktop version, it shows me, and I can click to view my profile photo or edit it. And same thing for the cover photo back here. I can go to settings. Actually, there is the messaging. It is within the home, and it shows next to that person icon, which shows different accounts, and there is the messaging. So if I wanted to tweet someone a private message, I can do that from here and choose from the list, or I can just search it up. Again, it just has how many tweets I've had, followers, and following, people, tweets I have had, retweets, photos. Very simple, and at the bottom it shows you a suggested list of who to follow or more, so people that are mutual friends or people who follow other people. Very simple, very easy to use. So actually, I'm gonna pull up on my iPhone right now. Oh no, my village was raided. On my Twitter on here. Very easy to use again. Here, let me set it up so everyone can see it. So on here, there's actually 4 icons. There is the home, the notifications, the messages, and me. So on the iPad version, it's only slightly different just because the messages is integrated within the me, but you still have your tweets, your media, which are pictures you've posted, and your favorites, what you have actually favorited. This shows your retweets. You can click on your pictures, and you have your home page. You can click the very top to go to the most recent, or you can pull up, and it makes a pop noise, so you know exactly what you've recently pulled up, and you can just simply scroll. So very simple, very easy to use on desktop and mobile versions. It's more popular on mobile versions just because of the portability of these devices and the easier to use operating systems. So that's it for me in this video, and I hope you begin to follow me on Twitter.